Hey, how's it going? Figured I'd give you an update on the build. It is finished. Took a couple of days to do the rewiring and replace the brakes, pads, and everything else. Realign those. Got the new torque bars in the back, which actually work really good compared to the old ones, the old style that are like that. So I'm more than happy with how thick those are, and given they're only like $14 or $15, I'm going to probably replace the front as well. I took the boot off the controller only because it was sticking out so far. If you rip the boot off, obviously it's not as watertight, but it will give you a better, I'll show you here, it's thinner. Managed to keep it as thin as possible for a mountain bike. That's pretty good. Very low profile. Got the slower one on the bottom and the faster one on the side. The buttons work as they should. You got lights, front, back motor, or you can have them both together. And then I have the fan for the rear on this one here for power. And it works good. I had to go into the controller firmware and tune it a bit. I lowered the amps to, it was like 100 amps. I lowered it down to about 40 or 50. Obviously, because it's a mountain bike, it's not a electric motorcycle, so it's a little overkill for that hub motor. As I ride it and get used to the power band on it, I might jack the amps up a bit. But like I said, I have custom batteries, so I'm not too sure how many amps I could draw from that. So I gotta be careful with that. But she's ready to go. I'm not too sure what I did with it, but I need to find my clamp for my my camera, or maybe get something for my cell phone. Try a different camera setup. But it's here in Canada, it's still like -5 degrees today, so it's not the best riding. Next week's supposed to be pretty good, and I can finally get this thing out and slowly bring it up to speed. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. Like, you can use that on a mountain bike if you clamp it down right. It doesn't look too bad. Very low profile. You can definitely tell from the old one. The old one went from that scratches there all the way down to that scratch, so that's a huge difference. Yeah, more than happy with that. I thought originally I had a video because I couldn't, for some odd reason, I couldn't get this to work with the other one through the one throttle. I'm not sure, maybe because it wasn't fully set up in the firmware, but now it seems to be fine with it, so I don't know what the hell was up with that. But I'm looking forward to seeing if that the cooling, the active cooling I did on that motor is going to pay off. See if it runs any cooler. Just like the last couple of summers, it's when I stop a ride, it was crackling and popping, so I'm hoping that'll help cool it a bit without the stator aid. We'll see. Anyway, take it easy, guys.